It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it comes your way next.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now three-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to their team's first sack of the game.
At the 15-yard line.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this returnable for Sims. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Texans will take over. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his 2nd season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and a couple. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Mixing up the middle. And he's got it down to the 28.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And Stroud now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal from the 3. Mixon fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On the return is Sims.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Inside handoff to Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Stroud to throw it.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Mixon with a 1st down, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy,
31 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Here's a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Stroud looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw. Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 13 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. The Texans on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mixon with it, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This is Mixon, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
On gain of 12. First down, Houston.
They'll run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Second and 5.
Looking to throw. Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schultz.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And Kansas City's offense now set, ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt.
And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 4 to pick up the 1st. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 89 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Mixon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 45 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he'll be out of bounds but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
And again, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Now Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stroud, and with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into
to the right side and intercepted. Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, has it.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The visitors' offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And as we roll through into their success in this one, when he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. They'll run here with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them, and plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Back to throw, here's Stroud. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Schultz. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now here comes Kansas City. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll run it now with Gray. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Here's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Stroud looking to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Texans.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And Juju's going to pick up the Chiefs' first down as he'll be brought down at the 37. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they?
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
Looking to throw. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over first and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Down the sideline he goes. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up first and 10 now. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
But no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 22.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second down and 6 now.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stroud. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mixon again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Big strides. Look at him go. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And you'd have to figure, and he got the ball quite a bit last drive, you see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Trying to fight his tight end Kelce, and it's intercepted. Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, has it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Back to throw. Stroud got his man complete over the middle. The 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. A handoff to Mixon. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Mahomes going to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Danielle Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. This is 1st and 10. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Mahomes.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down to the 35.
Here's 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Mahomes.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.